Maybe you haven't told someone yet, or maybe you have, and the response wasn't really what you were hoping for. Either way, if you're sitting here right now with a business idea that feels real to you, but others just can't seem to get on board, or you're afraid of what they might think, I've got to talk to you. First of all, the fact that you already know what you want, that puts you light years ahead of other people. Most people never even dare to dream this big. I spent years not trusting that feeling. Years keeping my business small because of other people's voices. People who loved me but didn't quite get what I already understood. And it took me longer than it should have to figure out that their doubts were never really about me. In this video, I'm going to share with you what I did, what I wish I had done sooner, and if you have a spouse or partner at home, how to have that conversation so you're not navigating this alone. Because you deserve to have this business that you dream of, and I want to show you how to make it possible, even when nobody else can see it yet. But first, if you're new here, hey there, my name is Heather. Around here, I keep business simple, real, and built to fit in your actual life. If that sounds good, if that resonates, then stick around and subscribe. And of course, stick around to the end because I am seriously dropping bombs. Knowledge bombs, that is. First, I'm going to take you back to when I was a single mom. Just me, my kid, and my knowing that I had something more to do, that I had to build a business. A business that I basically had kept as a hobby with a small amount of people paying me since I was a teen. And it's all because I kept listening to the people who said to get a real job, the people that loved me. At this point, I am in my 20s. And I could feel things starting to shift. I didn't announce it. I didn't ask for permission. I didn't ask for opinions. I just started out by making a Facebook page. At first, it was more of just a portfolio, a place where I could put some of my photographs to show people what I had done and that I was good at taking photographs. It was nothing fancy. It was nothing expensive. It was a starting point. A few years passed. I found an apartment with a finished basement. You know, one of those ugly 70s wood paneled basements with a bar. And I thought this could do as a studio. So I set it up, starting taking clients here and there. And I didn't tell family until I had already started doing it. Not because I was hiding, but because I already knew what they would say. I had been hearing it already from my family for years, and I did not need that voice in my head why I was trying to build this time. When they found out, I had already started collecting proof, and proof has a way of starting to quiet doubts. Looking back at this time so I could film this video, I thought about it, and it felt right. It even felt peaceful. But most of all, it felt powerful. And I want you to have that feeling too. But here's the honest truth that I really want you to hear about building proof. It's not just for them. It's also for you. When I started to see my business work, and I mean like really start to work, something inside of me shifted. It had nothing to do with bringing in money or finding clients or filling up the calendar slots that were available. No, I had started to find myself, the real me, the one that had been quietly waiting underneath, who had been listening to all the voices that weren't mine. At this point, I had to put on blinders, not out of anger, not to shut people out of my life, but I finally had something worth protecting and I had to keep it. I wasn't willing to lose it this time. I had finally found the belief in myself. And once I had actually found it, I wasn't going to let anyone take it away from me. That's what I want for you. Not just a business, not just some income, not just flexibility. I want you to find that person too, because I know she's already there. She's been there. She just needs you to start building so she can see the proof that it's going to work, that it's going to be okay, that she needs to come out. Now, I want to talk to the mom who has a spouse or a partner at home because the truth is, my story about building in my basement could have been differently if I was not single, if I had somebody else in my life. And I wouldn't have been doing it in secret completely. I would have still not told others. But if I had a partner in the picture, I would have had an honest, open conversation. And that's what I'm suggesting for you. I may not be a relationship coach, although I highly recommend you each having your own separate blankets because if you know, you know, it can save a marriage. But I am really good at communication. And here is what I want your conversation with your significant other to look like. Start by telling them why this matters to you. Not what you are going to do, but why. Then, why it matters to your family and what it could mean for your life together. I just don't want you to focus on the amount of income that you think you can produce, but how it will give you flexibility, how it can deepen your relationships, how it can allow you to be there for your family in a way that you couldn't in other ways. I want you to tell them how you would feel being able to build this and how not being able to would affect you as well. Tell your significant other that your family is still your priority, that you will not disappear into your business, that the people around you that you love most will not feel neglected. And I want you to mean all of this, not just say it because I told you to. Explain that you can start small, maybe just a few hours a week, that there are pockets of time in your day that you can devote to your business without taking away from any of your responsibilities or sacrificing family time. Tell your partner that you're not asking them to be your biggest supporter on day one. You'll have to be that for yourself. What you are asking for is the space to build the proof that they need. They don't have to be 100% convinced yet. You just need to have the room to show them what you are capable of. Because you aren't asking for permission, but because you are asking for understanding. Tell them that you want and would appreciate their support, but what you actually need is for them to understand why this is something that you just have to do. And then go build it. Let the proof do the talking. Now, I'm not going to say the proof is going to be immediate. Often in business, it's not. It takes time. But proof is a language that everyone understands, even the people that weren't sure at the beginning. And truthfully, there will always be people who won't get it, who don't understand. Just a few years ago, Massachusetts made it so certain eligible people could go to community college for free. I was told I should go to college and get a degree. My response, I already teach at the college. Why would I want to go to college? I had already had years of experience running my own business, and I was teaching others how to do it for themselves. But yet, that was their suggestion that I should go get a degree. Hey guys, I just want to take a quick minute to talk to you about this community that I'm creating, Moms in Business. It may or may not be called that, but that's who it's for. It's for moms who have their own small business and want a place where they can come together with people who connect with them, who feel the same things that they feel and understand what they are going through. It will also be a place where there can be free trainings and guest speakers and different things that we can help each other with and collaborate together to help grow our businesses. So if you're interested, go ahead and join the waitlist. down in the link in the description. I hope to see you there because I really feel like this could be an amazing place for all of us here on the internet. Back to the video. But here is what I really want you to walk away with today. You do not need a standing ovation to start. You don't need a bunch of people sitting around a table raising their hand saying yes before you can begin. They don't get a vote. You just need your pockets of time and your belief that it is possible. Because sometimes the people around us aren't trying to hold us back. They are just scared of the unknown. That's human nature, and that's okay. But their fear doesn't have to stop you from starting. You don't need to dim your light because of their fear of the unknown. Start building. Start building small. Build a foundation for your business and let the proof speak. When you're ready to stop building alone, come join us inside the Moms in Business community because every woman in that business started where you are today. And none of us should have to figure this out on our own by ourselves. The link is in the description, and I will see you there.